Okay. Okay, test. I think now you can hear me. Hello and welcome everyone to Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. I was just having some small issues with the settings in OBS for a second. I think we want high quality in the textures because I have a new video card, of course, since I last streamed this game. Give me just one more second. Okay. All right. That should work. Sorry for the interruption there. But here we are. So let's check out our parking. What do we have here? Oh, we bought so many. We bought so many cars last time, didn't we? Wasn't there also a new car amongst them? I don't know. But anyway, let's start restoring all of these. It's gonna be just so much to do still. The Bolt Reptilia? We still have to restore that, or is that already done? Yeah, we still gotta do some work on this. Okay, and then that's the body. Okay, let's see. We will be going into the shop here. What seats do we want? I think I want some sort of sport seats. Maybe not exactly this one. But something a bit more... I think something like this. We had seat 8 in there before. I think I want seat 4 now. And then we need wheel for steering wheel. I think I want this one. Right, and now we need to go ahead and go to the body tuning shop. Reptilia. So which of the... I think I want Type C here, and also Type C on the tail lights. So hood, headlights and tail lights is what we got. So all right. No, yes. Old Reptilia rear bumper, right side mirror. Okay, there we go. Do we have all the panels now? I sort of doubt it, actually. Okay, so this does scream, you know, supercharger. I guess that's what we're gonna be doing. Oh yeah, I think I forgot the mirror on the other side. There we go. Front window is in. Okay, I think the body is now complete. Yeah, it is. So now it's time to swap out the parts. Wait, that was the wrong one. We gotta sell everything. So move this to lifter B. And even though I'm pretty sure this is not gonna have oil in it, I'm gonna try regardless. Also, how is the overall stream quality? Is it choppy? This is only the second time since swapping out the graphics card, so that's why I'm asking. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? We have front exhaust pipe. No? Okay. Middle muffler somewhere. And two of these. Okay. And two of those. And then we have the fuel tank. Okay. Let's swap these out as well right now, while we're already here. And then I'm gonna do the wheels as well. It's on race tires already, this thing. But it's gonna be on slicks when it leaves the garage. Okay, so let's separate these tires from the rims. Ready? Good. Okay. So from the preview in OBS, the stream quality should be fine, I think. So 225, 60 R15. We're gonna go bigger than that. We're gonna go much bigger. So we are gonna put like 275s on the rear. And like 18-inch and let's say 35. There we go. And then we need like 245s or something on the front. So we need 4 18-inch rims. Which ones do we get? I like these, but not on this car. Yeah, I think these ones. So we're missing about 600 XP until level 22. But that's okay. We might actually even be able to do it today. Maybe not. I don't know. Alrighty, so this one is done. Let's balance that as well. Also, I think I'm a little bit too loud, am I not? Hold on, give me a second. Alright, there we go. Let's start with the suspension this time, shall we? We already got it here. So what do we got? Sway bar B, double wishbones. Main shop brakes. Also coil or leaf springs? Coil springs, okay. Front steering knuckle should be C. Yeah. Cross member D or E? D, okay. Sway bar B. 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of these, 4 of these. No. No. Rear sway bar knuckle housing B. No, rear axle knuckle housing B. There we go. Shock absorbers. I think that's it. Also, we still need to put together the new shock absorbers. Okay. Come on. There we go. Okay, so before we get to reassembling everything, we need to do this. Alrighty. Did I buy 2 front sway bars? Apparently I did. But, you know, what do you do when you have nearly infinite money? You buy 2 sway bars even if you only need 1, right? Wait, we did actually put in the rubber bushing there. Okay, so this side is effectively done. Once we put on the caliper and then the wheel. Careful not to put the 275s on the front, because those go on the rear. Uh, 245s on the front, yep. Good. Oh, this has disc brakes on the rear. So that means we need wheel hub free. And also rear axle steering, or rear axle knuckle housing C. And also we need disc brakes. This car should actually be fairly good on the track once we're done with it. It's gonna be on slicks, remember. So should certainly be fairly potent. Man, this just looks so much more beautiful with fresh steel, you know? Clean and new parts. Did I not buy brake pads? Apparently I didn't. Okay. And the pads, and then the caliper along with the cylinder, and then we're done here. All right. Did we find something? No, we didn't. Okay, sorry for that. I'm gonna move the car down now, and then I'm gonna move the crane to the lifter B. Open the new hood. I'm gonna replace these things right now, so radiator C, and also the batteries we need still. Radiator fan V8 OHV is what we're gonna need while we're at it. Okay, so pull out, then add engine to the crate, and now we disassemble it. We are gonna put a supercharged V8 in here, so everything here needs to go. this is actually a lot of XP. Like doing all of these restorations is definitely a very fast way of getting XP. Although I do think that, to be fair, with jobs, since you do get a completion bonus on all of the orders, you might actually be making XP faster with that. But you're certainly not making as much money. And before anyone asks, yeah, I'm absolutely gonna sell this car after we're done with it. Oh yeah, I think I didn't buy the Maserati DLC yet, did I? I'd have to check. But anyway, if I don't have it now, I'll probably buy it before the next time that... Well, before the next stream, after we're done with all the restorations. So, certainly not gonna do all the restorations on today's stream, because there's far too many of them to be done. But once we're done with all of them, I will buy the Maserati DLC if I don't already own it. Okay, here we go. No, that's not what I wanted. Let's see. No case or anything like that. Okay. Okay, so create new engine. Okay, let's see what we need. Well, we need some tuning parts, for sure. We are gonna need an alternator. And camshaft, 2 carburetors. 2 engine heads, 2 exhaust manifolds, which are here. We have a fuel filter already. We've got the fuel pump installed. We need ignition coil B. I think so. Don't remember. Ignition wires, definitely. There's no supercharger intake manifold for this one, so 8 pistons. The power steering pump. No throttle, no turbo. Okay. Also a custom gearbox, which is gonna be this one. Okay. So air scoop, yeah. Cam gear. Crankshaft pulley. The block. We have the heads, so engine head cover. We have the manifolds, we have that. Scoop air filter, 2 of those. So, serpentine belt A, B, and the supercharger, as well as the intake manifold here. Timing cover and water pump. So, then we also need the push rod and the rocker arm, or rocker arms. Is that it? I don't think it is, but we'll see. Oh yeah, piston rings. This thing's gonna be awesome though. Like this engine. A supercharged V8 is always just awesome. Alrighty. Oh yeah, obviously I forgot something, and that's the clip clip be? So let's put those on now while we still have easy access to them. Also crankshaft bearing caps and rod caps. Yeah, 3 of these. And 8 of these. And all right. Put in the spark plugs now. And the wires. Okay, here comes the good part. Putting in the supercharger. Okay, the scoop air filter and then the scoop. And the radiator fan. Take off engine from the stand and then install. No. Move it back. I guess I probably forgot the clutch release bearing as well. Didn't I? Yep. And also the drive shaft. And the starter. Like the starter is one of those things that I tend to forget the most. Probably because it's neither in the engine nor in the gearbox, section in the shop. Okay, so the engine is done. Put the drive shaft back in. And then we are almost good to go. Only need to fill it up with oil now. And then obviously adjust the gearbox and test drive this thing, because putting, you know, 1 more mile onto this thing that's already gonna have like 200,000 on it isn't gonna matter. It already has almost 300,000 miles on it, so yeah, and it's worth 100 grand now. So, tune. You know what, let's give it 8 gears. This is gonna go into like 400. The car is not gonna reach that speed, but actually, who am I to say that? Well, at the very least, it's not gonna reach it on the speed track. Okay, there we go. Bold Reptilia. Grabbing my controller. And let's see how this does. Well, actually, it does well. $352 is what it reached. So pretty fast. And now it's gonna go. Now it's gotta go. Next car. The Smith 1500. I think I want the Sakura GT20 here. Oh yeah, I like that. The frame still seems to be in reasonably good condition, actually. The frame still looks good, yeah. 88%. Okay, what do we got? Here I want these. Here I want these. That's the only parts available? Yeah, I guess so. Oh yeah, number plate as well. And we need an interior for this thing now that we took the original one off. Okay, seat. I think I want seat 1 in this one. Or maybe seat 2. I think seat 1 looks better. And something like this. Alright, I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. That's not the one I wanted. Oh, sorry. This, okay. Sell everything. Move. Lifter B. Just in case it's got oil in it. It didn't. I didn't even have an oil pan, so no wonder. Oh yeah, we need to take off the exhaust manifold. And the starter, which is here. Let's see, do we have a tuned exhaust for this thing? I mean, middle muffler and rear muffler, yeah, but front exhaust section? Yeah. That's $400. Also fuel pump. Fuel filter. And I was gonna buy these things right now. I think it was a regular starter. Fuel tank. And while we're at it, let's buy this and this. It's an inline 4 rear-wheel drive gearbox, huh? Interesting. Okay. Oil filter. So what do we have here? We have double wishbone front suspension. Okay. And coil spring rear suspension. But also with disc brakes. Okay. So basically just like the Reptilia. Oh yeah, that's the wrong thing to be using. These are pretty skinny tires. $165s. Okay, this can only hold the standard inline 60 OHC. It cannot be swapped with anything else. If the stock engine makes 150 horsepower, how much is a tuned, like an engine with tuned parts gonna make? 250? Realistically speaking. Anywhere between 200 and 250 would be my guess, depending on how many tuned parts are available. So you don't need crazy tires on this thing. Which means we're gonna put like 225s on this. Vintage race tires. Will we go with 16-inch? Oh, what did I just buy? 17-inch, okay. What rims though? I kind of like these. But I think some others could look better on this thing. Something like that. Or I guess these ones. 17-inch. All right. Come on, you can do it. Okay, so last one. Let's also do the suspension first on this one. I do see a radiator C here. Okay, so that's gonna be something we need to worry about in the future. So the gearbox has inline-4 rear-wheel drive before we forget. Main shop. Brakes. Boss member C, okay. Sway bar B, right? Yeah. Okay. We'll have 3, then 2 of these and 2 of these, and we should be done. After assembling the shock absorbers. Okay. Okay, so we're nearly done disassembling the front suspension. Alrighty. I was just looking if there was anything missing still on this side. Alright. I think this is actually gonna be my first time restoring this engine type. Because I think only this car has it, so... And I don't remember ever restoring a Sakura GT20 before. Alright, over to the rear suspension. This isn't gonna take very long, probably, because the rear suspension design of this car, coil springs, is a really simple rear suspension design. Like, we're nearly done already with taking apart one side. There it goes. And here we go. And let's put this back on, then the wheel hub, then there's the rear drive axle, and from there we're only missing the brakes anymore on this side, so I wish we had center lock rims. Or does the Zonda have it? No, I don't think it does in this game. I don't think it has it in real life either, although I'm not so sure. I know that the Porsche Carrera GT, which is also in this game, has center lock rims. And I believe I don't own the Porsche DLC either, so I'm gonna have to buy Maserati and Porsche for the full content, I guess. I do have, I believe, everything else. As far as DLCs go, anyway. Okay, so the suspension is done. Now it's time to do the engine. But first, let's check and see if we got anything. Oh yeah, let's disassemble the shock absorbers as well. And while this is going, let's see if we got like a case, a barn location. No, nothing. Okay, that's fine. Let's pull out the engine. And let's add it in here. Okay, let's see if we have the side draft part in the tuning shop. Yeah, we do. So we have 3 of these and 3 of these. So these alone are adding a decent amount of power already. Also the exhaust manifold, of course. Inline 6, so 3 of those. Oh, sorry, 2. Yeah. I'm also gonna sell everything, all of the junk in my inventory. Oh no, this has like a million screws. Oh, and also the camshaft caps. So do we have camshafts for the inline 6? Probably, right? Yes, we do. We certainly have spark plugs. We do have the distributor in cap and that. We have the wires as well, which is nice. That's a regular alternator, okay. Interesting. Also, I want to see what sort of pistons this has, whether it's got its own ones or maybe not. If it just uses a regular old pistons, then it's no problem. I mean, not that it's a problem if it has custom pistons, but they just won't be able to, we just won't be able to use tune parts then. Do we have the engine head? Oh yeah, the regular pistons. Then the crank, and then the block. Okay. There it is. Damn, plus 10%. Okay, let's see. Piston ring. Block inline 6. Crankshaft inline 6. Crankshaft bearing cap. Crankshaft pulley. Water pump inline 6. We also need the timing chain sprocket as well, and a timing cover, of course. Need cam gear. We already have the camshafts. Camshaft cap. We need like what, 14 of those? So, certainly need an engine head cover. Probably need a power steering pump if I had to guess. But which one? I'm not sure. Let's start building, actually. Yeah, this is like almost as annoying as the rocker arms on the pushrod engine. But I love inline sixes in real life. Like, I've had 2 inline six cars before from BMW. But anyway. Oh, does this not have power steering, this car? Apparently not. Yes, definitely the serpentine belts is what we need. Okay, serpentine belt A inline 6 and serpentine belt B inline 6 somewhere. Also clip B. Wait, what's that? Serpentine belt A V12, okay. What V12 is even in the game besides the Zonda and Wyra engines? Not sure actually. Okay, so this is done. Now we head over to this side. These actually look pretty awesome, the tuned parts. These carburetors. I don't have the exhaust on yet. Oh yeah, oil filter and oil pan. I guess that's what we're still missing. Well, probably among other things. Okay, so where... I guess I can only put the exhaust manifolds back on when I have the front section connected. Is that how this works? Radiator C battery. And yeah, I guess this car doesn't have power steering. Move back. Regular starter, no V8 starter, okay. Oh, rod caps. I got those. Okay. Alrighty, do I have a starter in my inventory? I don't know. I might not. Let's check and see. Ah, yeah, I do. I guess this engine's actually gonna make a decent amount of power. More along the lines of 250 rather than 200. So let's tune the gearbox to have 6 speeds. I think like 330 or something. It's gonna be more than enough. I know what 180. Save that. I think we're done, aren't we? Yeah, and this is gonna sell for a similar amount to the first car we did. But also, like the first car, before we sell it, we're gonna drive it. Sell everything. And we did get a barn location. Okay. Okay, it's not as quick as I thought it was gonna be. It's still reasonably good compared to, you know, your average car. But considering this is tuned, it's actually not that quick. So let's sell it. $102,699. Sure, why not? Let's also go to the car salon. And buy a car that we then tune. How about this? How much is that? 250. Oh, so I guess this is now available, this engine. Is the Coyote also available to be built? I don't think it is. $403 horsepower. I don't like this thing. I don't like this thing. There's a Pagani, which I probably can't afford. Yep, I can't afford that. And then there's another SUV. I'm gonna go with the Viper-esque car. This one. So, hold on a second. $506,000 before we buy and tune this. Into our garage, please. So 506K is what we had before buying this. So move this to the lifter. We have nothing left in our inventory, right? Yeah, we don't. I am also going to put slick tires and big rims on this, although it already has big rims. I'm just trying to think, is there any... Like, when restoring this, or when rebuilding this engine with tuned parts, is there anything, like, on the front side of the engine, where the timing is, that can even be tuned? I don't think there is there? So let's see, front exhaust pipe V8A. No, we don't have that. It's got catalytic converters though. Middle mufflers. And the rear mufflers. So catalytic converter. Middle muffler. Rear muffler V8. Wait. These ones. Also gonna put a new gearbox in this thing. Oh yeah, I forgot to change the wheels, but we're gonna do it eventually. Okay, so fuel rail. Intake manifold, perhaps? Definitely fuel filter and a fuel pump as well. Fuel rail DI. Those are pretty good. Intake manifold V8. No? Okay. Ignition coils. Also, we're gonna need pistons. And we're gonna need camshafts. Does this have 4 or 2? I think it has 2. Sorry, 4. So two per. I think it's dual overhead cam is what I'm getting at. Yeah, it is. Camshaft V8. That's gonna add a decent amount of power. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to disassemble the front anyway because of the cam gears. Exhaust manifold. There we go. And also a throttle. As well as these things. I think that's about all we can tune on this thing. Oh no, the alternator and the power steering pump. So yeah, this thing is gonna make a lot of power. But remember, don't drive it after finishing the rebuild of the engine. Because putting on even 1 mile onto this thing is gonna drop the value by a lot. Okay, now we can remove the timing cover. And the timing belt. And the cam gears. Oh yeah, and of course the engine heads. Don't think I've bought tuned engine heads yet. Those are gonna add some serious power as well. So, engine head V8. Okay. Oh, I don't have the tuned spark plugs yet. Oh, what am I doing? Good. On the one hand, I'd really love to drive this thing on a speed track afterwards, but on the other hand, I don't feel like I want to keep this car. Because the thing is, its design is inspired by a Viper, but it just doesn't look as good as a Viper. that on. Put this back in. Okay, so this is done. Now let's go over to the engine head cover. Then the ignition coils. And the coils cover. Alright. Almost done. I think we've got it. Sorry for that. So take engine off from crate and then install. Move it back. I don't think I've bought a custom gearbox either, did I? No. Okay. Let's do that. And while we're at it, let's also give this some different rims, because I don't actually like these that much. These are only sport tires too. How is this thing supposed to put all of its power down? Don't forget to swap out the fuel pump for the new one. Let's finish up the engine first here. So okay. good. Okay. Now all we have left to worry about is the wheels. $295s all around, okay? How about 305s and them being slick tires? Like, how about that, huh? They're 20-inch rims. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the... So we need 4 of them. They need to be 305s. Sure. That's 8640 for the tires. And then we need 4 20-inch rims. Now, which ones? I prefer these to these, which were the ones that were on it. Also, I think these would look good. Or perhaps even these ones. No, these ones. So these tires are gonna be... Yeah, they're gonna be massive. Slick tire, yeah. Okay. One more. Come on. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think these rims look awesome on the car. I think we're done. Yep, we are. Look at that, $386,000. How much were we? We were at $506,000 before we bought the car. Now, after we sell it, we're at $609,000 plus whatever we get from all of these parts. Sorry, but this way you get way more money than just using sell parts and then dragging the slider to 100%. Okay, so in this short time we made $110,000 of profit just from simply buying a new car and putting in tune parts and then reselling it. $110,000 of profit just from that. Now that's that's just ridiculous. Okay, but anyway, I am going to end the stream now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to follow me on Twitch so you can catch the stream next time. And I'll be streaming this game again next Saturday, starting at 8 p.m. Central European Time. Hoping you enjoyed, and until then, see you next time. Bye bye.